Hi everyone, I'm just about to embark on another Silversea adventure, and before I go, I thought I'd like to share 5 things I really like about Silversea. The adventure I'm just about to start is a round trip out of Sydney in Australia, and I shall be visiting New Caledonia, Vanuatu, and Fiji. I'm really looking forward to it. So, what's the first thing I really like about Silversea? Silversea operates a classic fleet and an expedition fleet, but all of them are small ships. The maximum passenger capacity is just over 600 on the Silver Spirit, and that means whenever you board a Silversea cruise liner, that you very much are one of a few rather than one of many. Which means when you're going anywhere, if you're visiting a port, you haven't got thousands of people disembarking at the same time on embarkation day and disembarkation day. Equally, you're not joining queues, and when you're on board the ship, it kind of feels like a luxury yacht. There are obviously people around you, but there's a massive space to passenger ratio, so you just don't feel hemmed in or crowded. And indeed, some people have commented on videos that I posted on my channel previously about the lack of people around the pool. And that, is symptomatic of a ship that isn't crammed to the gills with people. And that, just adds to the enjoyment, in my view anyway, of having an exclusive experience on board Silversea. The other part of operating as part of a small ship is their luxury suites. Now, on most Silversea ships, they are predominantly veranda and above, which means that you have some private outside space. They do have a number of Vista suites in their ships, where you have a window outside. They don't have any inside cabins at all. So even at the the lower end, if you can't afford to take advantage of the veranda suites, then at least you have a window on the world. And as regular cruisers know, that moving television of the outside world is a really great thing to have. Silversea are also noted for great food. And when I go away, I love the eating in the restaurants. They don't have large numbers of eating venues on board. Obviously, there's the main dining room. They have made some changes to that on the Muse and the Spirit now to separate that in two restaurants, the kind of classic steakhouse type restaurant, and Indochine, the Asian-inspired restaurant. They also have La Dame, which is their classic French restaurant where there's a cover fee applying, and La Terrazza, which in the evening becomes their Italian trattoria, which it gives you a number of different options. On the Muse and on the Spirit, there's also a kind of sushi Japanese type bar. So have a number of options. You never get bored. And even if you, like I do often, will eat predominantly in the main dining room, there's an ever-changing menu each night with really first-class food, great steaks, great sea fish. You will not go hungry on a Silversea cruise. As they often say, you arrive as a passenger, you leave as freight, and you can see from me how much I enjoy my food. The fourth thing that I really enjoy is the fact that it's all-inclusive, and that leads me on to drinks. So you can drink what you want, when you want, how you want. If you've got a favourite tipple, they'll happily serve that to you all day and every day. If you like to try different things, then there's a cocktail menu, which is served during the day and in the evening, so try something new. Apart from the reserve spirits and the reserve wines, everything is complimentary. So you will very much have, you can leave your wallet in the safe. You can be confident that at the end of the cruise, you're not going to end up with a massive bar bill. But you can still eat, drink and enjoy as much or indeed as little as you want. And obviously, I would never encourage anybody to overindulge, as one way of spoiling your holiday, in my experience, is to overindulge on the food and beverages. The final thing, which again leads me from the small intimate ships that Silversea has is what you can see on a cruise. Because they operate less on a kind of schedule like some cruise lines do, they will visit some of the more exotic and faraway places in the world. I've literally travelled the 7 continents with Silversea and been able to see some massive, important places around the world. Some great buildings, but also some great wonders of the natural world. Last year I went to Antarctica, which is astonishing. You can see whales, the kind of ice and icebergs and everything else is really something that you cannot miss. But also, wildlife. I went to Borneo a few years ago on Silver Shadow, and we went to see the orangutans. An amazing experience at a reserve where unfortunately some of the orangutans have been taken because their habitat is being lost, or they've been injured or whatever. But seeing these animals in the wild is just an amazing experience. So if you're unsure about booking for Silversea, I would reassure you that you will have a fantastic time. The ships, the crew, the officers, the staff are amazing. They will look after you from the moment you arrive to the moment you leave. The pre-booking and pre-cruise stuff is fantastic. When you turn up again on a Silversea ship, they will remember your name, they'll remember your preferences, and just make it a really exclusive experience. So, if you like what I produce in my content on these videos, please do subscribe. I'd really appreciate it if you left any comments below, please do like my videos. It will encourage me to make more. And also look out for my updates from my forthcoming cruise. I look forward to sharing Sydney, Vanuatu, New Caledonia and Fiji with you. See you soon.